Brian VANDUYN here. Today is a little case of that preventative maintenance saves time and headache later on. So I just wanted to show you guys what we had here. As you guys remember, I talked about doing the brakes on the passenger side, right? Because the passenger side was quite a bit lower than the driver's side because they only changed one brake at a time. So basically, these brakes, this brake was definitely within, the legal limit, to keep going for a while. The drum on this one was toast, but the brakes were not that bad. But I was just going to go ahead and do it anyway since we had all this taken apart, and, while it's down, we might as well get this done.
We're still waiting for parts.
Yeah, we're still waiting for parts to come in, so we might as well get this stuff done since, we're going to be able to get the parts today. And once I took the drum off, realized that this wheel seal was leaking. We already took it off, but you can tell it was leaking. It hadn't leaked enough to really show. I mean, you can see it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's leaking at all till we took off the drum, and then you could see it was starting to seep a little bit. So, I mean, that right there saved us some time and some money in the future, because what would have happened is we would have got this thing all back together and we would have driven it for 5-10 more days. Who knows, maybe it would have lasted even longer, a month, before we would have noticed it had started to leak. And then we would have had to take these wheels off, replace the brakes, replace the drum, get a new wheel seal, and that would have set us back at least a whole day doing this, but because we were going to do the brakes early, this kind of saved us some headache down the road. I mean, you can see this one's fine. That one was leaking though. So, saved us some headache down the road. So, that's what we're doing today. Doing the wheel seal, and then we're going to do the brakes too. I did quite a bit on this the other day. We're still waiting for torque rod. Oh, Grandpa, let's get this seal number too while we're at it. I just replaced that torque rod, the side-to-side one. That was my welder is going out on me. Blew a head gasket or something, but we were still able to weld this. This is a kit, basically. You measure the distance it's supposed to be, and then you weld it, or you cut it and then weld it. Anyways, we're still waiting on the back torque rod to come in to International. It isn't back yet, so we still got that one off. We're still waiting for all the drop axle parts. We should be getting those next week, probably, I'm guessing. Probably Monday or Tuesday or something. So we're waiting on those, and then we also got the pads coming in, the maxi pads, or the Hallmax pads, not maxi pads, the Hallmax pads. We got those coming in too. That was about $1,000 for all of them, for all 8. But we're gonna leave those ones on for a while. Those ones still got some life in them, apparently. So, what do you think, Grandpa?
I'm loving it. Another day of vacation.
Another day of vacation, right?
Not every.
I hope my vacations don't turn out like this.
They may when you get about my age. Your great grandchildren will be out playing all over. he said, "Can you stand back a little bit while Grandpa and your dad work on his truck?"
Yep.
And that'd be you, Grandpa.
Yep. So I got a lot done yesterday. We replaced that torque rod. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we drained both the pumpkins. We filled this one, and then that's when I found out this wheel seal was leaking. That's why I got that jack underneath it to help prevent it from dripping all the fluid out. That right there, that gear oil was already in that. That's not the new stuff. So, you want to write down this filter number, Grandpa?
No.
Yes. 1085. It's a gold filter. So we did that. Another thing I did yesterday was, oh yeah, I greased everything. Completely greased every single Zerk. You can see I greased them all. I also put new Zerks on the strong arm, like I did my new super dump. I put a whole bunch of Zerks on it, greased those all up. You can see the strong arm's got lots of grease in it now. You can see the red stuff gushing out. So, also put a zip tie on that because it was missing one. Oh yeah, we also moved, we also readjusted, it's hard to see, these lines right here, these nitrogen lines. One of them's nitrogen, one of them's air. We adjusted those and we put the little rubber things underneath them because a few of them were missing the rubber things and they were just rubbing on the metal. We replaced those. Another thing I did, I replaced that light right there. That's a brand new one. The other one was cracked and old looking. Now it kind of matches this one right here. The new one. Did that. Also, easy peasy, we put a new clip for the sun visor, so now it's not zip tied up there. Also, replace this button, so now it doesn't have a broken button on it. So we're definitely getting there, guys. We're definitely getting a lot done. So, yep, getting a lot done. Getting a lot done. When will it be ready to work? I'm thinking, depends on when our parts get here, but I'm guessing Wednesday. That's what I'm thinking. Midweek Wednesday. And I could have had work for both super dumps today, but, you know, we're still missing those drop axle parts, so couldn't have just threw it back together and worked for a day, which I would have loved to do that, but. Oh yeah, another thing I did, replace this mirror. That's got a brand new mirror on it. Yeah, I already told him about that. I really wish these were greasable. I just smeared some grease on them, just for the heck of it. I noticed there's some soot right next to this intercooler right here. I'm wondering if that intercooler might be leaking somewhere. Because that's, I don't know, that seems abnormal to me. There's a little bit of soot on here. That might be an exhaust leak somewhere. I don't know much about that kind of system, so I don't know. But I noticed there was soot there, so that might be something we end up looking into. Yeah, losing power there. Yeah. I mean, who knows how much power is getting lost, but I mean, something. That thing has quite a bit of power. What are you trying to show me?
I'm going to show you this right here.
The number? 1085? Yep. It's a gear oil filter. That's kind of interesting that they put a filter on this front differential. What do you guys think of that? There isn't one on the back one, but there is one on the front. And it's a gear oil filter. It's kind of interesting. I didn't see one on this one. Yeah, there isn't one on this one.
Front differential must throw some gear down.
Did they get the torque arm bushings on drop bush replaced yet? No, not yet. Yeah, losing power there. So, but I don't know like what the fix would be for that, Blake. Like a new intercooler? Or somebody solders it or what? I mean, what's the fix for that? I gotta find out where it's leaking too. That's the other thing, you know.
Find out what that thing hanging down is, electrical on it?
No, nobody really knew what that was. I'm just trying to look in here and see. That intercooler leaks easy. I mean, it's got a little bit of oil dripping right there off of the intercooler. I don't know. No, that's transmission fluid. That must have dripped when I was filling that up. I don't see any like spots it could be leaking from. Just trying to see where it would be leaking. It's got to be leaking from over here somewhere where all this soot is. Who knows? How would somebody find that out? I mean, they probably have like a little test or something to see where it's leaking from. But so we should be ready to rock and roll midweek next week, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Hopefully everything goes good. Somebody wrote on the intercooler right here. It says AC 2.25 pounds. I don't know what that means. Maybe air conditioning. Who knows? This has a little piece missing off of it from something. That seems kind of loose. I don't really know what I'm looking at, guys. Just a yellow piece of metal to me. So, just looking for anything abnormal, you know what I mean? One thing we did notice, I don't remember if I showed you guys last time. This thing right here, just dangling. Does anybody know what this thing is for? It's just zip tied. Some sort of sensor or something. Looks kind of like a coil or of some sorts. If I had to guess, that's what I would say. It's some sort of coil. Looks like this is where it possibly broke. Wherever it was mounted. I couldn't find anywhere that I thought it should be mounted. So, trying to figure that out. Got everything greased. Got the kingpins greased. Got all those greased. Everything got greased. Including me. Oh yeah, I replaced that top cab light too.
O-ring?
Yeah, this is an O-ring. It's for the transmission. drain plug.
So it's,
But the one that was on there was fine. And I didn't know I had that one.
goes in my parts.
Look at that, he's saving that.
You never know when you might be up at my house and you needed that.
Yeah, so whew, preventive maintenance. Decided to change the brakes and then found out we had a leaking wheel seal. Seeping wheel seal. It wasn't really leaking, it was seeping. So anyways, guys, well, we're going to take off and go to the parts store, see if we can get some parts. So stay tuned. You would use soap water like you do with air leaks. Oh, okay. Harbor Freight aluminum weld rods. Yeah, I don't know about that, Blake. Those commercials make it look too easy. There's got to be some trick to it, because those commercials where they're showing you those aluminum rods, the soldering rods, where you're like, oh, look, this is stronger than a TIG weld. Yeah, right. There's something tricky about that. Definitely rubbing on something. Check that out. Wrong way. Let me turn the camera around. Check that out. That's rubbing right on this. Look at that spot right there. This bracket's got to be bent down. It's rubbing right on this hose right here. It's almost cut it. It's just rubbed the rubber part off.
That other part of it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's rubbed it pretty good. So we need to
So is
take
it,
a big crescent wrench and bend that down.
Is it bending up because this is pulling it up when this comes up?
I have no clue.
Is this here might just be pulling it up?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like that's just the way they designed it.
This probably was bent deliberately then?
Yeah, probably.
And you think we're going to be able to bend that down? Let's get a couple of crescent wrenches on here and see what happens.
Oh, it'll definitely bend. Whether it wants to or not. See, that's the type of stuff you gotta look for. Just stuff that looks out of place, and then before it gets too bad, you just fix it. You know? And dump trucks are known for stuff like that. Everything rubs on everything. Everything's all dirty. See, one thing that got me is this thing right here. Why in the world is that piece of metal just welded right there? Why is that welded right there? I mean, that thing's going to catch on this hose right here and rip that thing right off. And it has no purpose. I mean, it's not doing nothing. All it is just a piece of metal just welded there. So I'm going to cut that off too. That way I don't risk it snagging this hose. I put those zip ties on there too to kind of pull it away from it until I remember to cut that thing. So that's where we're at, guys. We're just slowly chugging away on this thing. Slowly chugging away. We're gonna be ready to rock and roll. We're not gonna have any problems for all summer. We're gonna go all summer with no breakdowns. Knock on wood. What do you guys think? Think we're gonna make it all summer with this? That would be amazing. Go all summer, no breakdowns. All summer. The money. Yeah, we don't have any soapy water over here. These things are all dirty. But the soapy water is for detecting the leaks. If you just showed up. There's a leak on the intercooler. Blake was saying that's probably the best way to figure it out. So, oh yeah, here's a DOT safety inspection sticker. Look at that. Last time it had one was 2018. You know, these things are kind of gimmicky, you know. I've never had a DOT safety inspection on any of my trucks. You know, I never have these stickers or anything. You can pay a mechanic to do it, and supposedly, you know, when you go through the scale, they see that and they're like, "Oh, he had it checked." Well, we'll see about that. We'll check it ourselves. You know, it doesn't help nothing, in my opinion, personally. It's just a tacky sticker they put on there that, you know, looks disgusting. Look at this. That looks disgusting.
Wow. You're right, Brian. That is pretty clean.
I told you we'd be able to bend it.
We'll get one on each side, one, and then we'll bend it.
They one and put me out of service. What? Really, Blake?
What state's he in?
Maybe it's because you're in a different state than me. Thanks for knocking that down there.
I couldn't see it.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get this lip over that.
It doesn't look like you're trying hard enough.
No, I'm not.
It looks like you're struggling.
I'm not trying hard enough. We'll just do it without it.
There, that's probably good. It's definitely a lot further.
Well, it's laying up here in the way.
Yeah, you're knocking everything right down in there where it's hard to get at it.
Yeah. What, you gotta do it?
You can do the inspection yourself if you own the trucks. So what, I just buy the stickers or something, or what? How does that work? Well, I don't have any stickers on any of my trucks. I've been through a few inspections. With the old one, I've been through, let's see, total of 3 inspections. I just got a level 2 inspection done, and they dinged me on dirt in the excavator tracks and windshield wiper. They wrote on the fix-it ticket that the windshield wipers weren't working, which was false. They worked. The windshield washer didn't work, though. You buy it, yep, buy it and sign it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, I mean, I haven't done it yet, so. I mean, there's very few of those trucks that I see with them on it anyways, at least dump trucks. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna take off. We gotta go get these parts, so. I was hoping my wife was gonna be back, but she's, doing laundry or something. I don't know what she's doing, but. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Do your preventive maintenance because it'll save you time and money in the long run. There's just no way around it. So, I'll catch you guys on the next one.